Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Skmei 2256. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Still Dive SD 1979 on a leather strap because the metal bracelet it came with is way too big and bulky. And Grogu's wearing my Squally 1521. I told Grogu that I was reviewing another Skmei. He said, "Oh no, we Skmei again." Let's take a look at the watch. The watch did not come in a box, and why should it? It would have just cost more. But here it is. Not a bad looking turtle homage, considering it cost me $13. I've had quite a few Skmeis on my channel. I would say that Skmei is the top dog of what I call the AliExpress S squad that consists of Skmei, Sanda, and Skmei. I don't include Spect & Son or Still Dive in this list as they are in a different league altogether. If you are new to my channel and wonder why I review AliExpress watches under $15, the S Squad are among my most popular views, as one Skmei review has reached 36,000 views, and my most popular Sanda has reached 14,000 views. Skmei, not so much. This is an homage to a Seiko turtle, which always brings up the question about homage watches of watches not made of unobtainium. But at Fun with Watches, we take the stance that even a Casio F91W can be homaged, and pure diehards don't watch my channel anyway. This watch comes in 3 different colorways. If you don't like the green one that I chose, there's also black. If you like your black really black, then you can also get a black case and bracelet. The watch is 42.7 millimeters at the bezel, but 45 millimeters if you measure at the case. So this is a pretty big watch. But it's only 47.2 millimeters like the lug with inverted end links, so it doesn't wear as big as you would think. It's 12 millimeters thick, has a 22 millimeter lug width, which tapers down to 18 at the clasp, and weighs 103 grams on the supplied rolled link bracelet with 2 links removed. The bezel has an aluminum insert, and it's a 60 click, and the action is just horrible. Really mushy, not very good clicks, and tons of back play, but that's to be expected on watches like this. Then we have the dial. The dial is kind of different. It has these little lines coming out from the center, so that's kind of a nice effect. And then we have a rehat with the minute markers. And then we have the indices, we have batons and ovals, and we have a little half baton at the 3 for the day date. Then it says Skmei up top, Quartz on the bottom, no mention of water resistance, you only get to your basic 30 meters. And then we have the hands, we have sectored arrow hands on the minute and the hour, and a lollipop second hand, and the second hand actually hits the marks, so that's always nice. Then we have the day date at the 3. Then we have an unsigned push-pull crown, and the crown action is nice. It's not all loose like a lot of these cheap ones do. And then when you go to, well, that wasn't a good example. That was just me being sloppy. But when you go to press it in, there's no minute hand jump. So that's always nice, and that's because we have an Epson movement. And then we have the crystal. Crystal is just flat mineral glass, nothing special about it, nothing wrong with it. Then we have the case. The case is a chrome-plated alloy. But look, if you look at the top, though, they brushed it first and then plated it. And I don't like that. Brushed and then plated just doesn't look right. It just not a good look. Now, I've seen a lot worse, but this one, it would have been better if they just didn't brush it. But the rest of the case is fine. I mean, not all chrome-plated alloy cases are created equal, and this one seems pretty good. And it's got a good shape to it, and it looks a lot like the Seiko is trying to homage. Then we have the case back. The case back's just a press-on. It says water resistant 3 ATM. It gives the model number, and then gives you the battery code. And there's no little fake notches or anything because it's just a press-on case back. Underneath the case back is the Epson AX33A quartz movement. Epson makes movements for Orient. And yeah, this is a good movement. Like I said, the second hand hits the marks and there's no annoying minute hand jump. So for a under $15 watch to have an Epson movement, that's a good thing. And then we have the bracelet. Unfortunately, the bracelet is really bad. First of all, it's a rolled link bracelet, which is my least favorite type of bracelet. I'd rather have hollow links than rolled links. Because the problem with rolled links is instead of push pins, you got these pegs. And these pegs, sometimes it's really difficult to line them up when you put them back in. And I struggled with this bracelet. It took me 20 minutes to size this bracelet. And all I had to do was remove 2 links. So it was really annoying and frustrating. And then we do have hollow inverted end links. At least they're inverted. And then we have the clasp. The clasp is one of these really bad ones. It's the single side push where the mechanism takes up all the room. And so you only get 2 notches of micro adjust, and these are pretty big links, so you need more than 2 notches. And it's really thin, so not a good clasp at all. And then when you go to close it, it's really difficult to close. It is signed, but no, this bracelet is really bad. And the bracelet was the only option. Normally, I always recommend bracelet over strap just because of the fitted end links. But if this would have had a strap as an option, I would say get the strap. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. It wears really nice. Just wish the bracelet was better. I removed 2 links to fit on my wrist. So probably 8 1/4 is the best you're going to do. Here's the watch on my Vario Italian leather strap. I think that looks pretty good. And once again, you want this on a strap. You don't want it on the stock bracelet. And here it is on a more vintage leather. I think that looks really good too. And here it is on a black rally strap. I think it looks better on the brown or tan than black. I think green just goes better with brown or tan. And here it is on a Vario double pass strap. So, as you can see, even though it's on a double pass, it still wears nice and flat. So yeah, this is a good watch head. Too bad the bracelet's so bad. Here we are in the Lume room. Most AliExpress watches in this price range are going to have Lume so bad that when I get one that is not terrible and at least decent, it adds a certain wow factor. As I speed up the time, I see a pretty good green glow. The skinny baton indices are already about gone, but just look at the larger indices in the hands, as it is actually usable and much better than a $15 watch should be. This is not good Lume, but it is a big fish in a little pond when it comes to similarly priced AliExpress watches. What I like about this watch? Well, it has an Epson movement with a second hand that hits the marks and no annoying minute hand jump. It has decent Lume for a $15 watch. And I really like the shape of this case. It wears nice and flat and lets a big watch wear a little bit smaller than it should. What are my gripes and groans? Rolled link bracelet with horrible clasp, and it's the only option. Bad bezel action with tons of back play. And I don't like this brushing on this chrome-plated case. That never looks good. Do I recommend this watch? I really think the watch head is quite good considering the price, but I can't stand the bracelet and clasp and would not recommend this watch unless you have an extra 20mm strap lying around. If your goal is to wear a watch on a bracelet, don't get this watch. But if you want to put it on a strap, go ahead and get it. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Skmei 2256, and I'll be back with another review or unboxing. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I'll get a tiny commission. Bye.